While the world watches headlines about war, elections, and AI revolutions, something else, far more quiet, far more powerful, is unfolding. Most people have no idea it's happening. And yet, they're already affected by it. Because one country, not the US, not Russia, is quietly building the future. And it's doing it in a way no nation has done before. Not through weapons. Not through war. But through systems. Through networks. Through debt, data, and dependence. Let's start here. This country doesn't shout. It doesn't lead through loud military shows or social media noise. It works silently, investing, acquiring, embedding. And now, its influence is so deep, the entire world is tied to it. Let's break it down. First, rare earths. These are minerals used in everything from smartphones to electric vehicles, satellites to military gear. This one country processes over 70% of the world's rare earths. If they stop exporting them today, production in India, the US, Germany, even Tesla's supply chain, would collapse within weeks. Let that sink in. The modern world runs on materials that flow through this country. No rare earths? No batteries. No cameras. No GPS. No defense systems. Second, manufacturing power. You already know most phones are assembled there. But did you know it also leads in exporting? Solar panels, computer chips, textiles, machinery, electronic components, pharmaceutical ingredients? Your car. Your laptop. Your daily medications. All rely on factories in this country. And even if they weren't made there, they probably passed through there at some stage. The US is the brand. This country is the assembly line. Third, infrastructure control. Here's where it gets even more strategic. Over the last decade, this country has funded the construction of railways in Kenya, ports in Sri Lanka, highways in Pakistan, airports in Ethiopia, telecom networks in Latin America, energy pipelines in Central Asia, but it's not charity. These projects are loans, with terms that often force governments to hand over control when they can't pay. This is called the Belt and Road Initiative, a global infrastructure project that now spans over 100 countries. In Africa, leaders have realized they're deeply indebted. In Southeast Asia, ports are now leased to foreign hands. In Europe, a major shipping terminal is partly owned by this country's government-backed corporations. They don't invade. They just buy the world. Fourth, the rise of digital currency. Most people don't even realize it, but this country was first to launch a government-backed digital currency. Why does this matter? Because it allows them to track spending in real time, influence buying behavior, potentially bypass the US dollar in international trade. Imagine a future where your government isn't borrowing dollars, but borrowing digital credits from this country's central bank system. It's already happening. And it's spreading. Fifth, AI and technology influence. This country is not just producing devices. It's producing the algorithms that will shape the future. They've filed more AI patents than the US. Their cities run on smart surveillance, tracking traffic, people, behavior. They export facial recognition and monitoring systems to other nations. And yes, they own TikTok, a platform with more data than most intelligence agencies could dream of. They know what billions of people like, what they think, what keeps them scrolling. In short, they control attention. And if you control attention, you influence decisions. Sixth, debt is power. Let's talk about how money becomes leverage. Through massive overseas loans, this country now holds economic power over dozens of governments. Some owe billions. And when those governments can't pay, the country gains. Land leases, mining rights, infrastructure access, strategic location privileges. This is how you win, without fighting. Now here's the twist. Even the most powerful countries, like the United States, India, Germany, depend on this country. India imports solar panels, components, and raw materials. The US imports smartphones, semiconductors, antibiotics. Europe relies on their machinery, clothing, and mining products. If this one country halts its trade, the global economy gets paralyzed. That's not theory. It happened before, during COVID. And supply chains broke in real time. Still think this country is just one player among many? Let's go deeper. They now own the largest navy, lead the world in steel production, export surveillance tech to Africa and the Middle East, host the fastest growing cities, operate more megaports than any other country. They're even working on space dominance, aiming to build a lunar base by 2030. In short, they're not just preparing for the future. They're building it. So, who is this country? It's China. China. And whether you like it or not, China is already shaping how the world works. Not through ideology. Not through open war. But through control of supply chains, infrastructure, money, technology, and influence. Now here's the part most people miss. You don't have to live in China for it to affect you. You already interact with their influence every single day. When you use your phone, shop online, drive an electric car, watch short videos, take medicine, use cloud apps, or even check the weather, there's a good chance something in that system relies on China. That's power. Now here's the question I'll leave you with. If one country already controls what we see, what we buy, and even how we think, do you think they'll ever need to start a war? Or have they already won without one? Down finger, let me know what you think in the comments.